Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? Just want to make sure my mic's working correctly. Yesterday, starting out, had a little crackling in my mic. Sounds okay so far. If I have to, we can always reset it. Not a big deal. All right, let's go through the motions this morning and getting all of our stuff marked out. Like I said, first thing, usually I always start with checking news this morning. So we did have some, core price index this morning. I guess that was at 7:30 or 8:30 Eastern time. So it looks like we do have Chicago PMI numbers this morning. All right. Copy. And that's going to be what? It says 9:45. Woo, the volumes on some of these commercials on YouTube is insane. All right. So there's our 3-star news. Sorry about that. I meant to put 2 little dots. Instead, we got a little dot / comma. Not really see anything else. All right. Gotta go check and zini stuff. Well, all right. I haven't even looked at the ES today. We're at 61.24. And you can always get these levels on the X. They're just, it kind of just gives that a little brief summary of his plan for the day. All right, so for bear case tomorrow, beginning to the failure of 60.43. All right, so it looks like the bulls needed to hold it at 43 to 37. So it looks like this 60-12 is going to be the kind of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel for the bulls to hold up. And for the Bulls to kind of get back in control, they need to recover the 43 to 37. Uh-oh. Oh man, I think I was looking at Thursdays. B. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so kind of looking for the bull bear line this morning. So it looks like we filled a gap. And 56 fails, which, let's see, did we get up to 56 overnight? No. So it looks like we never got above 32. All right. So what's up, Robin? How have you been lately? From 2165. That was kind of loud. So it looks like I guess this would still, not really sure when they stopped London highs. We'll see what happens. We got London lows. What, 743? So definitely a possible target this morning. And we also have previous day high sitting at 748. So definitely a lot of bounce areas ranging between 21,736 to 21,745. Then if we break these levels, then your next bounce area is probably going to be all the way down at 680 at your session open. And it looks like we almost have a gap that maybe we're possibly going to fill today, because there's the gap in the range here all the way back from the January 26th. Unless this is wrong. I mean, I don't know why it would be, but so definitely a possible destination for a gap fill. What was that date from? The 26th or 27th, maybe 26th. Just trying to find some areas of destinations. This way we can kind of look at pullbacks. And what I'd like to do is I like to look for pullbacks and look for areas for my runners that we could go to. So definitely 21,775 all the way up to 21,840. And I think we did the weekly gap, because I think it was like 750 or so from 80. So this was that. I want to say this was the gap from earlier this week. And I feel like we had an opening gap from last night that not really sure if we filled it either. I know when I looked at the charts last night, when the market opened, we opened with a really good sized daily gap. Yeah, so this is the gap fill I was looking at last night. So not saying we'll run it today. I mean, we don't always run gaps, but it's definitely a possible possible target. I mean, it's just 100 points down on the NQ. So we'll put that in there. All right, so as far as the counts go from yesterday, we were 1 for 1 on the funded. So I actually finally started taking trades on one of my second funded account. Unfortunately, we've been going in the wrong direction on our one funded account. So we done had back-to-back losses. So we were 1 for 1 on funded yesterday. I'm still trying to get the 6-1 funded, so been kind of just going back and forth on that one too. It's been I've had some tough days trading this week, especially with the evals. Some of these early mornings, so it's been kind of rough. I almost feel like I need to be a little bit patient and wait till later in the morning, because usually I feel like I get the better trades. What's up, Constantine? All right, I feel like we got some nice destinations this morning as far as like where we can look for possible runners. Right now we got a big fair value gap we can fill. We got a gap fill all the way back from the 26th. Was that the opening week gap? Is that what that is? I don't know what day the 26th was. Let's see. Okay, so that 26th date, that is the opening week gap. So haven't really quite filled that all the way in yet this morning. It's definitely a spot that we can look for if we can get some kind of trade / runner and just target the 850s up here. Then above the 850s, you would have this huge fair value gap fill in too, all the way up at the 900s. So that's kind of what we're going to be watching today. Then if we start selling off, we do also have a daily gap. It's pretty small, but it's right here. So this is our daily gap here. You know, these gaps usually like to get filled in most cases. So I feel like we're 100 points on each side of these gaps. We'll just see what happens this morning. But also remember, we do have news this morning. That news definitely could fill in that gap. Got 10 more minutes. So I guess what we'll do is also just kind of play the funded account trades today. I also got this other little indicator on here that's pretty useful if you don't like to look for the highs and lows of the previous markets. And so what they do is they put the London highs on here. That's kind of the mid, the London lows, which we have not ran the lows. And as you can see, we did bounce off of the 740s where I said that the previous high is probably a spot of bounce. So you'll probably get a lot of bouncing. You know, if you happen to be in a short, just remember, if you don't have these marked out, you're going to get a lot of bounces out of the 35s to 750s. But once we get through those levels, I definitely feel like we could definitely shoot for the overnight gap fill down in the 600s. How's your trading been going lately, Constantine? We're also going to be trying some bounces off of your 8 or 9 EMA today for like 5 for 5. It's something I've been trying for a while. I try to get these one ATM strategies downloaded. I might have to ask Caesar when he comes in. For some reason, it wouldn't let me upload them. I don't know why. I finally did get my ninja charts fixed yesterday. They've been broken pretty much most of the week because I updated it, and so it messed up a lot of my indicators. So I had to find a way to delete those indicators, then re-upload everything. So I was able to find like a somewhat of a decent video last night to fix that. Wow. It's a nice little flag set up there. We have definitely left a lot on the table this week. I mean, I've drawn out a lot of trades, but man, I've struggled pushing the button this week. It seems like I hesitate, then when I do finally push it, we get stopped out. Ooh, goodness. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready for the weekend. A second 20 push. Usually if the market pulls back after touching the 20 once, most of the time you're going to sell through and probably more likely go up to the 50 if anybody here trades EMAs. Then what you want to see, sometimes I try to take these longs. You want to see a pullback back into your 9 EMA, find support there, then look for a move higher. That's sometimes what I try to do to judge some of these long breakouts. I don't really do too much on funded accounts, but evals I do. Evals, I take a lot more riskier trades, or I try to different setups. I also have a new eval that we had reset the other day that I forgot about. So now we have 2 evals to trade. And I haven't taken any trades on it yet, so it's still sitting at 25,000. I'm hoping out of one of those 2 I can get past, and that'll give us 6 funded. Because I try to at least buy a couple funded a month. Try not to do it all at once, just because, you know, it starts getting pricey if you start buying that many. And these have been kind of spread out since probably October, where I've gotten most of these, just kind of slow trading these. I do slow trade sometimes my evals whenever I'm just working on different strategies or something. I mean, to me, that's just what I mainly use evals for, is working on different strategies. So that's why sometimes if you see me trading evals, sometimes I do take a lot of losses on those, like either loss, win, loss, win. They'll go back and forth a lot. All right, guys, just remember there's news at 10 o'clock. We got 3-star news, so just be aware of that. If you're stuck in a trade, that can always go either way on you. So this is kind of what I was talking about. We got above the 20. See how we pull back, retest the 9 again, and then shoot for that 50 EMA. I'm not saying it works all the time, but I do see that type of setup quite a bit. What's up, Andy? Did you ever get your Skyfire fixed? I had a lot of issues this week. Now, you blew 5 evals, or did your bot blow 5 evals? So this one definitely would have been a winner. I'm not really sure what the win percentage is on this. So what I look for whenever I see this and try to take some of these longs, I try to either, depending on how far your 50 is, I try to shoot for the 50 EMA and take most of your profit there. Then if you can, then your next runner, I like to shoot for the 200 moving average. Ooh. Definitely having a little bit of spike here pre-market. Okay. Also, if you guys start hearing static on my microphone, let me know. I had some issues with static yesterday. All right. We also didn't have our favorite indicator most of the week, the one that kind of lines out our IBHs and our session mid and IBLs. The only thing I don't see popping up, oh wait, I think this is on the other chart. Okay, this chart here. Ooh. Like I said, we have that gap fill. Let's see, gap fills all the way up at the 775s, and wait, I put the wrong numbers in on that one. I might have put the wrong numbers in on that one. To the 40s. So 840s would be your gap fill from this earlier this week. Oh, here it is. So for anybody that likes to trade these gap fills, all the way over here from the 26. So let's see if we're going to go ahead and take that out. Then 900s is also a possible target because that would be this hour fair value gap fill in. Wow, this thing's, it's already about to fill in the gap from the get-go. What I'm hoping is we fill in this gap and just sell back off, because we also have another gap fill from the daily gap all the way back down at the 660s. So this would be your weekly gap fill. Wow, pretty insane rip this one. These are a little bit harder entries for myself because we're using such a tight stop loss, and these candles are running at least 30 points right now. So 30-point candle. This one is almost a what, 70, 75, 84. It's a 50-point candle. Another 30-point candle. So just be aware of that with your stop losses. If you're playing close stop losses, these are usually harder candles to trade, because if your entry is not perfect, you'll just get stopped out within seconds. Hopefully it's not one of those days where you just get that one big move in the morning, then you have to sit here for like an hour just to chop back and forth. Andy, did you ever see how your 5 eBals got blue? Is that something you were trading firsthand, or did the bot blow those? Got a little. What's up, Pine? Pop go wild. That's a good one. Oh goodness. Whew. This thing ripped off of that. I want to see it hold up here at the 90s. It's back at your London high there. And this gap fill here. Wow, just the top of that gap there. God, man, nice. I feel like I'm watching TV back in the day with some of these YouTube commercials that are so freaking loud. Ah, shoot. Dang it. Hmm. I'm gonna play this mid session here. I feel like I got in this one earlier. I really need to wait for the print. All right, I hit 9, so it goes automatically to break even whenever I hit 9 ticks. Oh, did that come back and stop me out? Frick yeah. There's the print. Son of a pig. Oh well. We'll try it one more time. We got an. This second time might not get us. Usually that second entry is always usually a horrible idea. What time is it? 20 minutes. What's up, Outer? Oh, it wicked us. How are you doing this morning? Man, that first trade, I hit like 9 points. And I guess it just came back and just wicked us out real quick. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to probably end up doing today myself, Outer. Just probably just evals only. I would definitely have to see some good price action if we're going to trade a funded account today. You're bearish today? I'm kind of in the middle. It's just because we have the big fair value gap to the upside and a weekly or daily gap to the bottom. Okay. So news is about to pop, so you might get a pop in it if you're in a trade. All right, less than 10 seconds. It's probably going to make a quick runner here. See what happens. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the charts too bad. So not really a lot of action on the news here. So far, pretty crappy price action. Outer, what are you trading this morning? Are you trading just all fair value gaps, or are you working on anything else that, like, as far as any kind of setups? I can pull it. It was very tempting. Let's see if we print outside of this here. Had a lot of equal highs sitting there. Let's say we have equal highs sitting at 38 too. Ooh, all this wicking is scare me. That's what makes this so tough, man. You can just get wicked out like anything. We got these, looks like equal highs sitting at 38, but man, it just does not want to go. Yeah. Insane, 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 guys. My eval's taking a beating this morning. What time is it? All right, we just need to sit back and be patient and wait and see if there's any more setups. I thought we could at least get 10 points out of that once we were finding support above these wicks here. And we also had equal highs, pretty close to equal highs, sitting up at 38. You know, most time we like to run the equal highs. take the long again, even if it does break out, just because we done tried this twice already. That's the only worst thing about timing some of these breakouts. You know, it's either you're 1-2 moves too early, and it is what it is as far as missing the breakouts. Yeah. That's just the way it goes sometimes, guys. Sometimes this is why you'll see me take back-to-back trades, just because I feel like maybe I'm 1 move too early. Then, you know, after the 3rd try, you finally get the breakout. And we have like possible 900 gap fill all the way up to the 900s here. I mean, it looks like like I said, we got a gap fill all the way up at the 80s. Not a gap fill, but a big fair value gap here. At the 40 level, you got your 15-minute breakout there. Yeah, from that daily gap from earlier this week. Yeah, we had it marked out. It was right here, all the way up to the 850s, but we already just ran it. I feel disappointed that I couldn't catch it up there. That's kind of what we were looking for a while ago as far as our runners go, was 50. Then the next level would have probably been up at the 800s. I'm hoping we can get some kind of bear flag, bull flag setup here back into the 50 or even back into the 9 here. No, come on. Let's go back. Sometimes you get these little bitty red candles, like where you'll get a little red one, then it'll just explode up. But I'd rather see some kind of pullback here. The nicer the pullback would be back to the 40s. That would be your 15-minute range there. Oh. There's your 9. There's your 15. Don't want to see us losing the 40s. Comes the 30. Trying to take some of the risk off the table in case it doesn't rip, because we still have this trend line. This is only works if your 15-minute holds up here. Come on. Do not want to see it pull back and retest the 15-minute candle. All right. We went heavy to try to make up some of those losses from a while ago. So now we're looking for the top of this 1 hour fair value gap. Let me see if we can get it though, because I'm not sure about where it's sitting at. I had to zoom in here. It's at right at the 90s. So we're going to shoot for a couple points right below the 90s and see if we can get it. We'll at least take 20 points out of that in case it comes back. Catfill. Hoping we hit the 90, then get another pullback. Come on. All right. So when looking at this trade on a pullback, so we had a fair value gap here. We pulled back into, clear out the gap. We also had the 21 EMA and also your 15-minute opening candle. Okay, so we just blew right through the 1 hour fair value gap. We didn't even pull back. While we're approaching another one, so now 930s. It's possible next up. Oh my goodness, hours going. Man, I thought we would get reversal at the freaking 90s. Holy crap. Well, oh. Man, that could have definitely been the funded trade of the day. Unfortunately, we did not take it. It was just eval only. Where's the daily equal high sitting at, Outer? 22,090. You're you got a pivot sitting at 921, and the top of this next gap's all the way up at the 930s. Equal high is sitting at 919. like to see something deeper pullback. Still holding us. You want to see it push back, and hopefully this area holds if you're looking for shorts. I was trying to get a long there at the. Oh, dang it. Hope I didn't get in too early on that. I might have got in too early. I was trying to catch it as we popped that 900 there. Dang it. Oh, 9. All right. All right. I couldn't get my freaking. I was being super careful because we were on our funded account there. So that's why we were acting kind of super careful. Dang it. That's going to suck if it comes back and stop out my runners. Hold. I forgot about something. There's something else I've been wanting to try too. Do you see the top of this box here? This is your half-hour close. And I saw that somewhere yesterday and I forgot about it until I just saw it just now, like a while ago after it happened. So Monday, I'm going to try to start taking this a little sooner. It's the same setup as your 15-minute gap trade. See how we popped this 15-minute? We came back, retested the 15 minutes. Well, it's the same exact thing. This is your macro time here. This is all this little box is. This is the last 10 minutes of the hour. So we did have the breakout in the last 10 minutes of the hour. What you want to do is see a retest of that area. Uh-oh. And we did. I'm talking about, you could almost put a resting order there. That one works so well. Whew. It looks like we're trying to push back down, Ponzi. I mean, oh goodness. Nah, I don't like the stalling we're having. Trying to take some of my, shorten up my stop loss, even though we're only in 2 micros here. Mm. Damn it. All right, I was trying to see if I could get over $100 on that, but that did not work out. So we used a little bit of our profit on the funded. Let's try and find another account to trade on. All right, we're going to be done with fundeds. Unfortunately, we're not going to end up very much on our funded, but it's Friday. And so we risked about half of our profit because we only had about $60. I was trying to see if I could push it above the 200, but that was a no-go. Was trying to get there as it broke this gap here, but we missed out. We'll try it again. And this is an eval. We're back on an eval, guys. Wow, that was an insane wick. Whew. Wow, they're talking about a liquidity pool. Oh, these crazy wicks. Got to be careful. This is why I go to break even sometimes pretty quickly, just because I got in that one super late, but it was still pushing. Ooh. This price action is getting kind of insane. See if we can get the highs in here. Come on. This is why we're going to break even fast. See these like 20-point wicks. I mean, it's just running wicks really bad. So if I get up 5 or 6 points, we're just gonna go to break even. This way, if we get some kind of crazy wick action, and right now we're just wicking really hard. Oh, rerun that wick. I tried to catch that short below the 20 while ago, but the time I hit it, like I said, we're about 10 points off. So far, those couple trades just cost us 17 bucks. So we're getting back. See, I was playing off this trend line here that we have. Try one more time. All right. We're done trying that for now. Whew. This crap's getting insane. The NQ's in the middle of the range. Yeah, it's... Man, we have these wicks and stuff all the way back down at the 70s, man. You would think we'd want to clear out these wicks down there. Outer, did you get anywhere near your short setup you're looking for? Are you? Oh, you're still bearish. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to watch this. All right, we're at the top of the range. Let's see if we get through this range or if we stop here too. There's your range. Hmm. That sucks. We missed another breakout. You're at your IBH now. This is the close of the IBH here at the 21,921s. Yeah, I feel like that was probably the entry there, the retest of all this range. You said you just shorted more of the Elon, like is a coin or something, or what are you shorting on the Elon coin? Is that a coin Ponzi? So either we got to wait for another retest, which I feel like that was kind of the retest there, but we also have a pivot into the 21. So if you we're going to look for long, you need to at least be 10 points. Oh, the Tesla stock. Oh, okay. There's your IBH breakout slash pivot. like to see a pullback into this area here. Yeah, we're waiting for the retest for the top of the IBH if we can. It may just go without the retest. I mean, we're just so bullish right now. It's like, come on, we need a little pullback, get us a little bear flag. Whew. There's the retest. Ah, dang it. Come on. I don't really want to risk too much. Damn. Come on. Man, was that another retest of that freaking... Yeah, it's another retest. Hmm. I can't pull the trigger on this. $9.49. There's another 9 touch. There's the 20. That was the top of that range from earlier we just bounced off of. Kind of back in this range again. Running back into all this support and resistance, this was our consolidation area from earlier. Comes the 50. Wow, that was an insane 50 EMA bounce. Yeah, I know. That's a big old doji candle. You mean a higher above the 38s? If I'm gonna look at longs, I need to see it get above this pivot and this freaking IBH here. Just waiting for the pivot. Waiting for the pivot. There's the pivot. Don't come back and break me even. Come on. Dude, come on. God darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh well, that's gonna have to be my last trade on that account. We can't take any more funded trades. So we're pretty much just gonna be break even on the fundeds. We're gonna be down 13 bucks. I was hoping we could get one more in there. We left equal high sitting there too. Didn't make the highs too, so that's another thing that sucks. Yeah, I know. It stayed a. Oh well, I can't take it again. I just got to watch. I don't. Let me get off my fundeds before we do something stupid and take a funded trade. We'll go back to evals here. Yeah, it's definitely pretty tough. I think if I was going to get my re-entered, it needed to be back down here at the EMAs. No. It broke those equal highs. Did you get your target outer? Wow, that was a nice little. Wow, that was a nice 8 hit there. Definitely a lot of resistance up here. Oh. Outer. Oh, there's the boner candle. Outer, did you stay in that long? Ah, we missed it twice. We done missed the breakout twice this morning. Oh my goodness. Well, it doesn't matter. Practice is practice. Chart time. Oh, this is so disappointing that I missed another breakout. Big resistance at 6 and 21, 961. Oh. Woo. Wow, we're getting back into this hour gap of the 1 hour. We're just clearing all those gaps to the upside, guys. So 970 is your next target up. Clearing all the gaps this morning. We cleared every single one this morning so far. So this gap holds here at the 9 or 8. Oh, that was only supposed to be 5. I didn't mean for it to get 10. I thought I had it set. Yeah, I did. Wonder why I did that. Did I have it set on the wrong one? No. No, for some reason it went for 20. Ooh. That was a 88 EMA bounce or a non-bounce. They're pretty much inside of a fair value gap. But we didn't get much off on it because we're only playing 2 micros. What did I say? We could possibly go all the way up to 70. 70 would be your next target up. That would be your gap fill. Yeah, 69. All right, let's see if we happens here. We already had multiple 9 touches, so. That's just something new. We were trying to see if we can get that non-EMA bounce. That's why we went to break even. Wasn't sure. I'm thinking we may have to do the 20 touch this time because we've already got the 8 over here. That was that last trade we did. Oh, is this thing gonna go now? I didn't give it enough room, possibly. Yep, that would have been 5 points. Because we're only looking for 5 points. Whoo, too many billionaires around here. What's up, methodical man? We're green today. Unfortunately, we're pretty much break even on the funded account day. We didn't really try too hard on those. We were trying to stay away from those being Friday. Here's our 20. Oh, we just broke through it. London closes. I was hoping for a little bit of print below this. Now this can push up. Yeah, this is insane price action today. I want to see if the 9 holds up here. Another retest of the 9 EMA or 8 EMA. No, that's not. Oh, shoot. Man, I would still think we want to run those 70s. Ooh, that was... Oh my goodness. It's insane right now. Getting super tight. All right, we'll try this. Keep our risk as low as we can. Oh, come on, break the trend line. Right now we're in this one for what, 9 points? It may come back and get us because we're still underneath this trend line here. Yeah. Ta-da! We're not going to try it the third time or second time. I still feel like 70 is your possible target. That's the target I was looking for, 70. That was probably going to end up being my last trade of the day. I mean, we lost a little bit of our profit because we were up a little bit. We've been just kind of switching back and forth between evals and lowering our risk up and down. We are going to have a small red on his funded account because we were only up 60 bucks. So we tried a couple little breakout trades with small risk and kind of put us back in the red a little bit. I mean, it looks like it's ready just to move higher. I mean, it's making lower highs. Outer, do you still have your funded account? Nice. But no guts to trade. Yeah, I struggle with that myself. Like I took back-to-back red days on my uh funded account. We're up the most up here. Where's it at? Yeah, so we've lost $300 in the last 2 days on that one. So, but it's going to be pretty much a break even day. We'll just keep the profit that we made yesterday on our fundeds. We're just kind of watching at this point. It's just a slow grind, pretty much. Woo. This thing could just easily dump. Woo. We took that one on one of our evals on the minis over here. What time is it? 10:18. Uh-oh. Man, it's like, was this a trap? I mean, that was just right there at the bottom of that range. Hmm. What if this is the sell? Couldn't get below this freaking gap. We've had a couple of those where we're able to get in and it just goes down to like 7 or 8 points and just comes back and hits our break even spot. If this gaps hold, we may consider another short here. We just want to see if this gap holds or not. Shoot, we missed it. Oh, God dang it. I couldn't hit the freaking buy button quick enough. All right. Damn it. We missed it. I couldn't hit it fast enough. The time I hit it, man, it was already gone 20 points. Oh, my goodness. You should have been shorter up here around 30s once this one printed. All right, we might be able to get another entry. If this can retest this gap and holds, we can look for another short out of this gap. Whew. Maybe a fake breakout. Oh, come on. All right, we'll try it one more time here. We're just trying to keep from losing as much. Ah, damn it. Missed our stop. That sucks. We have to take a full loss on this damn thing. Let's see. Come on. That's not good. Oh well. I thought we could get our stop in. I was looking for the 21/IBH bounce and your pivot bounce. So we had a lot in that area from earlier. Watch this thing just boner candle down now. That's kind of how it's been going. Yeah, on some of these fast breakouts today, man, that's why I've been going to break even really fast, Eric, because the wicks have been insane on a lot of these candles today. I mean, we're in a really tight little range here. No, there it goes. Damn it. If we get below this freaking IBH, we might look for another short below that level. We start losing. Let's see. I like to see a print, then kind of bounce off of this area if possible, if we're going to sell below this IBH. Nice. Yeah, that's what we're watching too, is that 19-20 range. Ooh, is this gonna be the we're in that one for what, 3 points or so? The smarter plays, you wait for it print below this, but we were trying to catch the breakout. And this is that fairly new eval, the one I said that reset the other day. We'll try it one more time. This is probably gonna be my last try here. Okay, no more tries. I gotta make sure I was on the right. Which one? 859. Yeah. We're still in the green. Oh, damn it. There's the print. That's what you needed to wait on, is the printed candle, but we were trying to catch the breakout in case it just sold. Oh, that's so dirty. That's like the third time this has happened to me today, guys. We've been like one moves early to like 3 breakouts, at least 10 points. It's just been one of those days, I guess. Wow, that's nasty. That reversal off that. That's insane. Ooh, got right above that, whatchamacallit, back above the back above the, what is that, a pivot? What time is it? 10:30. Yeah, we got to head out in a minute. I have somewhere I got to be today at 12. There was a retest there. Here comes the 21 again. Oof. Here comes your retest of 34, maybe, outer. London close. Yeah, I took a beating in fees today, guys. I mean, really, all my profits pretty much gone in fees because we've taken so many break-even trades. So really, we're only up 53 bucks, even though we made 165. So we got wrecked on fees with this account. Which we were doing, you know, we are, like I said, we are being super aggressive. This was a new eval I had reset that I wasn't planning on having, so. And we're itching closer to getting this one pass. I wonder if we're going to break this pivot here finally. Woo. Go, baby, go. Well, we got a big gap there. Man, I just want to see a dump all the way back down to the 900s, the 90s or something. Didn't get down there. Oh, I took that on the wrong account. Did I take that on the wrong account? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What do we got? That was a nice little dump there off the pivot again. I don't know if anybody here trades these pivots or not. Usually on your shorts, I always try to go to break even or risk a little profit as target, because most time on your shorts, man, if it's going to break out, it goes. It's not going to be like when you're trying to go long where it's just like sputtering. Those shorts like just completely drop off. All right. Was waiting for a print above this gap here. Oh my goodness, that that was dirty. I'm glad I didn't hit it, man. I was about to. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a dirty dump. I was so close to hitting that too. Oh my God. I was so close to taking that one outer. But I wanted to see a little green or retrace. But man. Oh goodness. It's like hold my beer is a 30-point drop. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Unfortunately, if it continues, we're just not going to be able to catch this breakout. That's just part of the game sometimes. Usually whenever I'm looking for breakout, that's why I try to go to break even fairly quick. Because if you're going to get that breakout, man, it's just going to go. You're not going to be sitting there waiting on that short to break out. It's just going to dump. So that's why you notice me going to break even quite a bit on these shorts, especially shorts. Fortunately, all we can do is watch this one. I think that was probably going to be done today. I have been taking trades also on minis too. Hopefully next weekend or next week we can get this next funded account passed, and that'll put us in February. So I try to at least add 2 funded accounts every month. So far, it's been pretty consistency. Even though I haven't really been trading these other funded, I'm still sitting on 3 fundeds I haven't traded. This one I had 2 straight losing days, and so I just didn't feel like trading it today because I don't know, didn't really want to be like in the hole again, so we just left that one be. This was the funded account that we were trying to get a breakout. I did get 1 winning trade on this. Then that's when you saw me kind of bump down to 2 or 3 micros. We were trying to catch some trades with it, but we just pretty much ended up losing our profit on this funded account today. So just back to what we made yesterday. Yeah, that's what I was. This is what I've been. That's why I was trading aggressive with this funded account here because it was a reset that I forgot about. I didn't think I had any more resets because I really need to get more comfortable trading these funded account or the funded accounts than my evals. But I still need an eval to trade just because I think as evals is kind of practicing accounts. If you want to practice some kind of setup, be more aggressive with it, and just to see how those aggressive moves work out for you. Oh, I bet I got destroyed in what is it? Look at my commission fees on this account today. 495 is what we actually made, but we only ended up with 371. So I got wrecked in these commission fees from all those break-even trades that we were taking and those small losses. I hate that we missed this breakout. Definitely, if you're in this short, 76 would be my target down for a runner at the for the 200 moving average. But we missed this one. I mean, look how many times it took. It took at least what, 3 times. You had this breakout here, came back, had this breakout here, came back, and had this breakout here, came back. So it took 4 trades or 4 tries to get the breakout. Ooh, there's your EMA touch. If it makes it down to the 200, your next bounce is probably going to be the 65. Sometimes I've been trying to take trades off of this 200 moving average. A lot of times you'll get the 200 moving average bounce and it'll go all the way back up here to your 9. Let's see. There's your 200 bounce. Let's see if we do get our 9. I mean, that'd be almost a 30, 40 point move for your bounce off your 200 moving average. I've tried these a couple times. I'm just not that comfortable with them. Ooh, I thought we got below that 90 we would go, but looks like may get stopped out. We're on 3 micros. Oh, let me put it right above the whole number here. We're just risking like 60 bucks of our profit. Can't get through these 90s. We may go to try to get as close as break even as possible because you got to have those 90s fail. So we're still in this for 60 bucks. I'm sorry, 60 bucks, not 30. Or we can try a push back up to the 9 for a retest. Yeah, let's see if we can DCA in this a little bit if it comes back up to the 9s here. If we lose the 9s, we'll definitely close the trade down because you don't want to get back above your 9 EMA. Oh, come on, 90s. Dang it. We done bounced off the 90s, what is that, the fourth time? I thought that fourth time or fifth time it would get through. Ah, okay. All right, guys, that's got to be it for me today. What's up, Pine Tree? We've been trying to sling our evals around to get them passed. Try to get a few more evals passed. This one was fairly new. This is that one I've been just being super aggressive with it. We also been trading it on minis too, so we've been kind of going back and forth. Hopefully next week we can get one more funded account added. And hopefully out of these we can start getting some of these passed. So, but it's been a red week for me as far as my fundeds go though, because I had 2 back-to-back red days on this one here. Now we're back down to 25,900 where we were up to 26,300. So we lost $300 over 2 days on our funded account. So that's why we didn't trade that today. Didn't really feel like dealing with another red day on funded on Friday, so I didn't have to think about it all weekend. Now, is that for the week, Java, or the just today? The biggest thing is try not to go tilt. Okay, for the week, yeah. That's been my biggest thing too, is try not to go tilt and live with the red days. Because that there's what gets you sometimes, is when you have those red days, you're like, oh, let me try to get it back. And you double your size, the next thing you know, you done effed your account. So, and I've been really good about that for almost like 4 months now. We haven't really had no issues with that. We've been super strict about. I did break a rule. That's how we ended up losing $300, because I took 2 trades on that account Thursday, and yeah. So unfortunately, we did break that rule, and it cost us. Evals is not that big of a deal to me. I mean, if you want to have a tilt day on an evals, those are the counts to go tilt on. If you know, especially if it's one of those expensive evals, I probably wouldn't do it. But if you can get one for 80 to 90% off, I've had plenty of those tilts on those accounts. So, all right, guys, everyone have a good weekend.